Real quick before we get to this new episode of Retro Funhouse, just wanted to say thanks for taking the time to like, leave a comment, share, and don't forget to hit that all important subscribe button. Enjoy this episode of Retro Funhouse. So, this episode, we're doing something a little different, a little strange, as you can tell from the background. Very unusual. The lighting's a little off because I wanted it to look this way as we take a look at season 4 of Stranger Things. It's been a great show. I've really enjoyed the first 3 seasons, and I'm super excited that it's coming back for a season 4, which is expected to release sometime next year. And there's so many things to ask, so many questions. We're going to just dig into a few of the things that we have questions of, and maybe you do too. And if there's something that maybe we missed, let us know in the comments. Let's get started on our look at season 4 of Stranger Things. Stranger Things season 4 is coming out sometime next year in 2022. They haven't released an exact month or anything, but we know it's coming because the trailers are starting to release. And a lot of questions to be asked. We're just going to go through a few. Let us know in the comments if there's something we missed or something as well that you can add to what we're going to be talking about really quick in this video. One, we know Eleven is going to be reuniting with monsters of her past. What that may look like, we have no idea. Also, could we be seeing a return to the Upside Down? You never know. A lot of the original cast is going to be back. Of course, those that weren't killed off. Of course, we know the main cast will be back. And what is the plot going to look like? Also, as you've seen in the trailer, if you've seen the trailer, we know that Hopper is imprisoned in Russia. And what type of situations will he face? You know, not just human, but also, you know, other challenges like the Demogorgon that they have. That is apparently they're feeding, and it's kind of like a pet. So that'll be some interesting things. Sorry about that. That he'll be looking to face, and not just human, but also the Demogorgon. How is that going to affect him? And what's it going to take for him to even get back to Indiana and Hawkins and reunite with the cast? Of course, we'll see how that all plays out as well. This season, we do know that they've said it will be the scariest season to date. That's going to be exciting because to me it has been a really exciting thrill ride of a show. And we do know this as well. Season 4 will not be the last season for the show. It's speculating that they are going to do one more, possibly a sixth one. But from what we understand, it looks like there will be at least a 5th season of this as well. More of Eleven's backstory is going to be coming as well as we get into season 4. So that'll be pretty cool to see more of her backstory, as you always get little glimpses of her in every season. And Brenner is still alive, and that's pretty interesting. Also, the fact that in the trailer you see the psychiatric hospital in some of the clips. So we're going to see, is that somehow going to connect with 11 as well? It's going to be a lot of things that people are going to want to know. Also, one of the things I was curious about too is to see where the season takes place, because every season it's kind of a different year in the 80s. It looks like it could be set in the fall or winter of 1985, maybe 86 or even 87. So it's cool they're still keeping it in the 80s as these kids are growing up in reality. You know, they're pushing the years go by as we get to a new season. So that'll be pretty interesting as well. And the new season will also explore outside of Hawkins, Indiana, because as you remember in the end of season 3, the Byers family left town at the end of the season in that last episode. After all the things they've dealt with, I'm surprised they didn't leave sooner than that. I probably would have left sooner than that too. Also, if you don't remember this, 11 lost her powers at the end of the last season as well. So what will she be facing as she's dealing with the loss of powers? Will she get them back? Will she not? Will she develop more? Who knows? And don't forget to Max's brother Billy, of course, sacrificed himself to save the town and, of course, his stepsister. So how is that going to affect her in this new season? Is she going to have a new personality type, you know, dealing with the death of her brother? And how's that going to look out for her? That's our quick look at Stranger Things Season 4. And I'm excited to see Mike, Dustin, Lucas, 11, and the gang come back. And let's see what kind of nostalgic scenes we'll see. Some nostalgic music, clothing, you know, maybe some toys, games, stuff like that, scenery that you might remember growing up. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm really excited for the season 4 Stranger Things, and it's going to be a fun ride. If you've seen the previous episode as well, Cobra Kai is coming out soon. It's coming out this year, and I'm just really pumped up. I'm glad to see all these nostalgic throwback shows that really bring back memories for people that were either teens in the 80s or kids. I was a kid in the 80s. And it was nothing better than being a kid in the 80s. I'm sorry. I mean, maybe you grew up in a different time, but for me, being a kid in the 1980s was awesome. And to see these shows and just reliving those moments. I mean, of course, we didn't face Demogorgons and stuff like that, but to see the interactions kids had riding bikes, staying the night at friends' houses and playing games. It's a lot of fun to see these characters come together as friends and deal with things together and really work together and team together well to try and solve some problems. Even as kids, I mean, they're teenagers now in these shows, and they're really just even facing, being a teen, growing up. And no matter what era you grew up in, it was hard being a kid. It's hard being a teen. Anyways, I'm not here to do all that. Stranger Things season 4 coming soon, 2022. Let us know in the comments what you think, what you're hoping to see, or maybe some characters that might pop up that you might want to see as well. We are pumped. We're excited. I'm excited. And guys, till next time, thanks for watching. Like, share, subscribe. We're going to be working on some other material as we go down the road, but we just wanted to take a minute to talk about Stranger Things season 4. I'm so excited. It's a great show. I'm not going to say it enough times. I really enjoy the show, and I'm pumped. Till next time, guys, this has been. Hope you enjoyed my background for the Stranger Things, because it's a stranger scenery behind me. Till next time, guys.